Singh Munda Overseas Scholarship Scheme.
Johan.
Hello and Johar everyone. A heartwarming Johar.
I'm one of the proud recipients of the Marangonke Jaipal Singh Munda Overseas Scholarship.
I'm a Marangonke Jaipal Singh Munda Overseas Scholar.
I'm very proud to say that I am a Marangonke scholar.
I'm very thankful to the Jharkhand government that they have given us this opportunity to experience world-class education.
I'm really thankful to the scholarship which has provided us the opportunity to study abroad and pursue a career in such a wide field.
I would like to express my gratitude to the government of Jharkhand and our Honorable Chief Minister Hemant for helping me fulfill my dreams of studying abroad.
It was a huge opportunity which Marangonke program has given to me, and I can promise that I'll be doing most of it for sure.
The course here is stimulating and I have learned many new things and I'm still learning new things.
As time progressed, I found friends that were international friends who were very helpful to me. Teaching staff was very helpful.
Studying in the UK has been a rewarding experience overall. The Marangonke scholarship has changed my life.
After coming here, I have realized that the goal is making it more bigger than we actually think it is.
Prestigious name like Shevdi is joining with the government of Jharkhand in their pursuit to empower indigenous students like me to experience world-class education.
Wishing all the new scholars of the very best and please thank you so much.
बिल्कुल जोरदार तालियां बनती है। इस तरह से इनके सपने साकार हो रहे हैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी के अभूतपूर्व सोच की बदौलत जोरदार तालियां होनी चाहिए। And now may I invite Professor Dr. Soren, Vice Chancellor, Sidhu Kanhu University, Dumda, for your address, ma'am.
Johar to one and all. Honorable Chief Minister Mr. Hemant Soren, Honorable British High Commissioner Mr. Alex Ellis, and British Deputy High Commissioner present here, all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, my colleague Vice Chancellors very specially, and everyone who's present out here. Today morning I bumped into a title of a book which is From the Realm of Necessity to a Realm of Freedom. This is based on the work of the collective farming of women in Kerala, and this effort started probably in 1998 and the book has come out now. I feel this effort of not only the Marangonke Jaipal Singh Munda Overseas Scholarship, which did a path-breaking work for making opportunities for students and aspirants from Jharkhand, and especially the Adivasis who, as we just heard, had to suppress their aspirations otherwise because of the challenges they might have faced right from the beginning, and even to curtail their dreams was not a good thing. But this scholarship has made it possible, and we just heard the testimonies of many. Now to come along this effort, we see that Chevening scholarship, which is an effort of the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office of the Government of UK, is joining and making a hybrid of the scholarship. Is almost like we hear things expanding and broadcasting. But here I would like to congratulate the government of UK or this the heading those who had the scholarship for narrowcasting the scholarship to the marginalized students of Jharkhand. And therefore, I would like to place on record my very special appreciation for this vision that has been embedded in the dream and efforts of the scholarship of Marangonke Jaipal Singh Munda Overseas Scholarship. And this is not only going to, so in a sense the Marangom K. Jaipal Singh Munda Overseas Scholarship did broaden, but then we see the narrow casting of Chevening Scholarship to the target group now, which is going to be covering the scholarship. And so I'm looking forward to a time that based on the harvest of this scholarship, maybe 10 years from now, probably there would be a book similarly from a realm of necessity to a realm of freedom, because the kind of freedom we might experience when the learning from these scholars would be plowed back to the system of the state of Jharkhand, especially in higher education. The fourth SDG being quality education. I think in India we have been striving towards quantity education, but scholarships such as these would enable that quality the requirement for quality education and quality education itself. A scholarship is not only an enabler to a scholar. It is, to me, it is also an indicator of the potential and the ability of the scholar himself or herself. And therefore, a scholarship or earning a scholarship not only allows a person to join an alumni, but and to be a fraternity of supposedly elites, but it also indicates the ability and the potential of the scholar himself or herself. I think a number of us present here in this auditorium, those who hail from this state, had it not been a scholarship or otherwise, we may not have been where we are today. I speak for myself. And therefore, making this hybrid of the two scholarships is not only a historic act in itself, but I consider it a very special and befitting moment as India celebrates 75 years of freedom. I consider it very befitting for giving that extra wing to those who aspire for quality higher education to be able to meet their dreams and goals overseas, and especially in the UK and partnering in various universities in the UK. I was just trying to glance through the program and the scholarship website this morning before I was preparing myself to be speaking, and it's amazing. I'm sure, as I mentioned, that we may be able to see the harvest 10 years from now. UNESCO, in its recent World Higher Education Conference, emphasized that the social responsibility is also entrusted to the higher education institutions. And if we have these cohorts come back and plow back their learning into the system of higher education and system of education in Jharkhand, I'm sure we would be able to then achieve much more or many more folds in addressing the issues of social responsibility, which otherwise is done on a voluntary basis. But now my colleagues, the vice chancellors who are here in this audience, are also very serious about how a university must meet this challenge of social responsibility that's been also entrusted to the higher education institutions. I would like to, at this time, very specially again, place my appreciation and recognition of the personal presence of the British High Commissioner and the British Deputy High Commissioner to make this vision possible. And at times, when we have certain things happening, we require to pinch ourselves to realize that it actually is happening. But your presence doesn't require us to pinch ourselves to realize that it is really happening. But this indicates your commitment towards the higher education for the marginalized and towards the marginalized who have systematically been in the state of Jharkhand have suffered marginalization, and this enabler, the additional wing, would definitely take higher education in the state of Jharkhand, and especially the marginalized sections, to the next level. We, and myself, I speak for myself, am confident with the leadership of our Chief Minister and the ministers who have made it possible for this scholarship, Marangom ke Jaipal Singh Munda's overseas scholarship, to be a reality, would continue to take it to the new heights, and our students would, those who benefit from these scholarships, would definitely decide to tithe their time of future. And with these words, I would like to again recognize this historic moment, which is a very historic moment for Jharkhand and probably for the country, because this is one agreement or a MOU that is being signed with a state in this country. And so thank you very much, British High Commission and the Office of Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office, Government of UK. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr.